Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The Diagnostic Trouble Code, DTC B2964, indicates that the climate control unit has lost communication with the front panel, also known as the climate control panel. This can manifest in two ways: as an error on the Diagnostic Trouble Code screen, denoted as IB5, which signifies a climate control panel without display functionality, or as indicator code 93, referring to a climate control panel with display functionality. The climate control unit is vital for regulating the temperature and airflow inside the vehicle, while the front panel serves as the user interface for adjusting climate settings. When communication between these components is disrupted, it can impair a driver's ability to maintain a comfortable cabin environment. Diagnosing this issue properly is essential for restoring function and ensuring driver comfort. The climate control unit is responsible for managing the air conditioning and heating system of the Honda CRV. It communicates with the front panel, which displays climate settings and allows the user to make adjustments. Located within the vehicle's cabin, the front panel consists of various controls and an interface that drivers interact with regularly. When DTC B2964 is set, it indicates that communication between these two critical components has been interrupted, leading to functional defects in the climate control system. This can result from a range of issues, including electrical failures or software malfunctions. Understanding the precise locations and functions of these units is crucial for effective troubleshooting. Several factors can lead to the triggering of DTC B2964. Firstly, loose wiring connections can prevent adequate communication between the climate control unit and the front panel, so it's essential to inspect all related connections. A faulty climate control panel itself may also fail to transmit or receive data, leading to communication loss. Additionally, if the fuse number D9, which protects the climate control system, has blown, it can disrupt functionality. It's important to consider both shorts and opens in the bus data wire, as these can impair the electrical signals necessary for effective communication. Each of these areas must be checked thoroughly to isolate the root cause of the communication failure. When affecting components lose communication, symptoms may vary in severity and may include an unresponsive climate control system, where the front panel fails to register input commands. Other signs could involve display issues. If the display fails to provide necessary information, it can lead to confusion regarding system status and settings. You may also notice an inconsistent cabin temperature, as the system can no longer communicate effectively to adjust air temperature and airflow. Moreover, the air conditioning may not function as expected, failing to cool the cabin, which is critical during warmer months. Recognizing these symptoms is essential for effective diagnosis and timely repairs. The first step in troubleshooting DTC B2964 involves clearing the Diagnostic Trouble Codes, DTCs, using Honda's Diagnostic System, HDS. This tool is crucial because it resets the vehicle's computer and removes any existing error codes, providing a fresh start for diagnostics. After clearing the DTCs, turn the vehicle to the off or lock mode, and then switch it back to the on mode. This action helps reinitialize the climate control system. Next, perform the self-diagnostic function with the HDS or the climate control unit. This process checks the operational status of the climate control system and can often reveal any persistent issues that could have led to the previous DTC. Following these actions should lead to either a confirmation of the issue or provide a clean slate for further diagnostics. In this second troubleshooting step, ensure the vehicle is turned to the off or lock mode prior to conducting the next checks. Then, locate and check fuse number D9. which is a 10-amp fuse positioned within the under-dash fuse and relay box. This fuse is critical for the climate control system, and any failure here can cause a loss of functionality. Inspect the fuse visually or using a multimeter to determine whether it is intact. If the fuse is operational, this will indicate that the electrical supply to the climate control unit is active. Conversely, if the fuse is blown, it must be replaced. And you should also check for any shorts in the circuit that may have caused the fuse to blow. This step is vital before progressing with further diagnostics. For the third troubleshooting step, the first action is to disconnect the climate control panel's 20-pin, 20P connector to isolate it from the circuit. Once disconnected, turn the vehicle to the on position to enable testing conditions. You will need to measure the voltage between two specific test points on the climate control panel connector, point number 13 and point number 19. This is done using a multimeter set to measure DC voltage. If there is battery voltage detected between these test points, it indicates that the climate control unit is able to send or receive power. However, if there is no battery voltage, it suggests that a communication issue may persist, necessitating further investigation into wire integrity and connections. Step 4 involves turning the vehicle back to off or lock mode once more, before disconnecting climate control unit connector A, which is a 32-pin, 32P connector. Next, you'll want to check for continuity between the designated test points. Keep in mind that continuity checking should happen with both the climate control unit connector and the climate control panel connector in a disconnected state. Use a multimeter to measure continuity between point number 129 of the climate control unit connector and the vehicle body ground. If continuity exists, it indicates that the wiring has a short to ground issue that needs to be addressed. However, if the test reveals no continuity, further analysis is required to determine whether the data line is intact, without any breaks or failures. In this fifth troubleshooting step, perform another continuity check between two specific test points. Again, ensure both the climate control unit connector and climate control panel connector remain disconnected while the vehicle is in off or lock mode. The test points you'll check are point number 29 on the climate control unit connector and point number 18 on the climate control panel connector. Utilizing the multimeter, measure for continuity between these points. If continuity is established, the bus data wire is intact, and this suggests progressing with the diagnostic process. If a lack of continuity is identified, it indicates an open circuit that requires repair, which may involve inspecting the wiring for any damage, corrosion, or disconnections along that pathway. Step 6 requires reconnecting the climate control unit connector A, 32P, back to the climate control unit. Following this, substitute in a known good climate control panel. This is a critical process in verifying whether the original panel is defective. Once the new panel is installed, clear any stored Diagnostic Trouble Codes, DTCs, using the HDS and turn the vehicle to the off and then on position. After reinitialization, perform the self-diagnostic function again to check for DTCs. If DTC B2964 resurfaces, it indicates that the climate control unit itself may require replacement as the source of the issue, while a lack of reappearances indicates that the original climate control panel was faulty and should be exchanged. In the final troubleshooting step, measure the voltage between two terminals while the vehicle is in the on mode with the climate control panel 20P connector disconnected. The test points are the identified female terminals, point number 19 on the climate control panel, and the body ground. Checking for battery voltage here helps confirm that power is being supplied correctly. If battery voltage is present at this stage, check the integrity of the ground wire. If that wire is intact, inspect G402 for any signs of poor grounding, as inadequate grounding can lead to communication problems as well. Should there be no voltage present, be prepared to repair an open circuit within the IG2 AC wire, as this is essential for the climate control system's operation. The final repair verification step involves confirming that no further Diagnostic Trouble Codes, DTCs, are present after all necessary repairs have been completed. This is achieved by running a scan with the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, once more. Following this, thoroughly test the climate control functionality to ensure all settings can be adjusted correctly, and that the system listens to input from the front panel. Additionally, both the on and off operations must function normally, indicating that the system can appropriately respond to user commands. This final check is crucial, as it ensures that all previous faults have been remedied, and that the climate control system is fully operational, providing optimal comfort within the cabin. Preventive maintenance is essential in avoiding future occurrences of DTC B2964. Regularly scheduled inspections of all electrical connections in the climate control system can prevent loose or corroded wiring that may result in communication failures. Additionally, periodically checking fuses, particularly fuse number D9, ensures that any blown fuses are replaced before they can cause further system damage. Testing the functioning of the climate control system during routine maintenance allows for early detection of faults. By implementing these preventive measures, you can maintain the reliability and efficiency of the climate control unit and front panel, thereby ensuring a comfortable vehicle environment for all passengers. In conclusion, addressing DTC B2964 requires a structured diagnostic approach focused on communication failures between the climate control unit and the front panel. Recognizing the importance of effective diagnosis helps in isolating the root causes, be they faulty components, blown fuses, or wiring issues. Attention to electronic connections during troubleshooting cannot be overstated, as many communication issues stem from these areas. Furthermore, implementing preventive maintenance strategies can significantly reduce the likelihood of recurrence of issues. By following through these steps and understanding the components involved, you can successfully restore climate control functionality to the Honda CRV and ensure a comfortable driving experience. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.